So, in the age of financialized capitalism, which is where we are, the most difficult thing about making money in the world today is that you need money to make money. And this is what makes it so difficult to do because if you have no money in the first place, how do you make money? Any dipshit now can turn 10 million into 20 million. They just buy stocks and wait. That's it. It's not
Yeah.
even hard. I mean, Bitcoin's not doing what it's supposed to do, but if you have enough belief, you can buy Bitcoin and wait.
Yeah.
You know, in the olden days, if I said double your money, you had to take that money, go build factories and hire staff and sell whatever product you were producing to double your money. You haven't got to do that now. And the reason you don't have to do that is because you're buying into a monopoly. If you buy Amazon stock, you're effectively shutting down mom and pop shops all around the country because you're buying into the monopoly, which is crushing all the mom and pop shops because they can't compete.
Yeah.
So everything's becoming monopolized. It's very difficult. So to make money, you have to find an opportunity or find a way to make your first chunk of money because it's easier than ever to turn money into money, but you need money in the first place. And it's harder than ever to make money from zero. I think a lot of the money now comes from the arbitrage on the lack of knowledge in simple things. So if you can speak to boomers and basically use Chat GPT for them, you can get paid. Inside of my university, for example, we have 18 modern wealth creation methods. We teach people how to make money online. And one of the ways we do that is we teach people how to make AI chatbots. And then they call up companies which do pool maintenance or driveways, basic stuff, older people who have these service businesses.
Service
and we
jobs,
say,
yeah.
how do you deal with your inquiries when people go to your website? He says, well, people call me. And he said, what about the people who go to your website who don't call you? He says, I don't know who they are. We say, well, why don't we put a chatbot on your website? It'll cost you $30 a month. And they'll sit there and they'll try and convert the people or convince them to at least call you. And then they build these AI chatbots and they call up these traditional service businesses and they take a subscription of $30 or $40 a month from all these different companies and they build up $10,000, $20,000 a month doing this. We teach this all inside of my school. Once they get $10,000 or $20,000 a month inside of the same school, they can then go to the crypto investing campus and they can follow our professor, which long and shorts cryptos, and they can start to get their 20,000 up to 100,000. And this is how you have to do it, but it's getting off zero, which is the hardest thing. But a lot of it just takes agency. And there is an arbitrage now between the generation above us, which don't know how to use all of the things that the 17-year-olds know how to use. And I think
Right.
this is where the money is.
Yeah.
And that's going to disappear as the older people die. It's going to be harder for someone who is now currently 5 years old, once they get 15, to call you and I and try and convince us to do something on a computer because we know how to use computers.